Good evening, YouTube. Home Theater Joe here. And as usual, I hope y'all are happy, healthy, and doing well. Let me tell you a Black Friday story. I believe it was around '09, maybe. I purchased from Best Buy a $4,500 Samsung display for with a 5-year warranty for about $3,300 after taxes. Yeah, pretty incredible. Why is that relevant? The last 2 years, there have been no display deals for Black Friday from the major retailers. All I see is entry level displays sold at half off to make it look like they're incredible deals. You know, a TV that was $600 is now $300. 750 goes down to like 425 or 325. Something to that effect. The higher end models, the upper tiers, they were only giving you a couple $100 back. So I just want to give my perspective and a little bit of, my thought process when it comes to buying this time of year, because I've done it a couple years in a row now. And I will say this: I think this is the best time of year to buy a display from a major retailer such as Best Buy or Amazon, for the simple fact that they will give you 90 days or some such to review the display, and if you don't like it, you can bring it back. That is huge. Normally, you only get 15 days or so. I think for Best Buy, if you buy right now, they will give you till January of 2022 to return the display. And Amazon gave me till January, right? Last October as well with the C10. So that alone makes it a very opportune time to buy. One more thing I would add to that: I would buy from your local retailer like Best Buy. For whatever reason, and I don't think displays really get damaged in transit all that much anymore because the packing is so good, and I've done it quite a bit. But what I will say is just the chance of a defective panel getting through quality control is a real possibility. And not being able to inspect the panel and then just get in your car and take it back to the retailer can be a hassle. So, as much as it pains me to say it, I'd probably purchase from Best Buy for those two reasons alone. So here I am at the Best Buy website, and I wanted to talk about some of the pricing and the traps that they have set for us. So, I just want to get off LG real quick, so I'm going to do them first. I am not a shill for LG. I don't know, maybe I am. Let's see here. Which one really caught my eye? Let's look at this. Hey, let's just go for the top tier here. LG 77G1. All right, this TV normally retails for $42.99.99, and you can save $500 and get it for $37.99.99 right now. That's LG's top of the line, best bang for your buck. Well, best display really, unless you go 8K with the, Z1 or W1, whatever. We're just not even going there. So that's just something to keep in mind. As well, I believe the 65C1 right now is about 1,800. It's like 1799.99. So then if we keep going down here, what do I get to? I get to the 75 class 90 series QNED mini LED UHD smart TV. This normally retails for $2,999.99, right? And they will let you save an incredible $800 for your Black Friday purchase of $2199.99. Now that seems great, right? But it's not. And the reason I know it's not, the reason I know it's a fake deal is because they're not going to give you that much off on a decent display this year. They're just not doing it. Sorry if you can hear Ashy Slashy back there. He has not been feeling well, but he's gotten plenty of rest last, like I'd say, 24 hours, 36 hours, and he's going crazy right now. I don't know if y'all can hear that. But, sorry, got to wheeze a little bit. these major retailers, they're not giving you a good deal on top of the line products, that's for sure. And even so, the price dictates it's upper tier. Doesn't mean it is. I will further demonstrate that point with a different brand. But I got to tell you, I'm not touching this QNED with a 10-foot pole. You know, $800 off. They're just not doing that. Okay, let's go to the 75 Class 99 series. Man, that thing's regularly $47.99.99. You can get it for $34.99.99. Total savings of $1,300. Yeah, don't do it. Don't get sucked into that. Because if that display was worth it, they wouldn't have them. You know? Wait a minute. Ooh. They don't have them, actually. So that's a 75-inch 99. I think that's their 8K model, so they don't just have those laying around in the store anyhow, I wouldn't imagine. But again, we can remember TCL's display from last year. I believe it was the first mini LED 8K display. And that thing was pretty disastrous. So just because we have, you know, a high-end, upper-tier price tag does not mean we're getting a great display. So when we walk through Best Buy and we see this, oh, man, this display is $1,300 off. That's a great deal. I got to spend $3,500, but that's a great deal. Why would I do that when I know I can get an incredible display for just a couple $100 more, $37.99 with the G1? So if I'm giving advice out here, don't fall for that. If you have $3,000 plus to spend on a display this Black Friday, don't do it on that LG QNED Nano, excuse me, nonsense. And honestly, those panels get a whole lot of hate. Like they're very much better than anyone gives them credit for. I was just at Best Buy, like I think 2 days ago. They're gorgeous displays. A neighbor of mine, I've alluded to this before. A neighbor of mine has a LG Nano Cell from a couple of years ago, IPS panel, and it's a 75-inch. It's gorgeous. Those panels get no love. They're great panels. Are they $34.99.99 panels? Absolutely not. Don't you do it. That's my advice. All right? What we got here at the top 8? We got Samsung. Well, I can sum that up real quick for you. Do not purchase a Samsung TV unless it's flagship. Do not purchase it. They'll even sell you a Q8 4A, whatever it is this year for, you know, pretty decent money off. Don't fall for it. In my mind, we have, I'll get to that in a minute. Sony, okay? I did have this pulled up, but let's see, did I? All right, look, the A80J, yeah, here we go. The A80J, guys, is 65-inch A80J is, and when it'll load up here, I'll tell you, it's $1799.99. It's $1,800. There's no way, given the VRR, you know, disaster, debacle that's going on now, the kick the can down the road mentality for firmware updates on their consoles, their displays, their sound bars. Given all this, pay us now and we might give it to you later, or just plain won't give it to you, haven't given it to you, or not going to get it. There's no way I would pay the same amount for that display as I would an LG C1. That's not being an LG C1 shill, that's being a smart consumer. And if LG happened to fall by the wayside, say, next year, and Sony or Samsung happened to just make a far better product, then I'd go there. But I'm not really going to go Samsung because I realized years ago I didn't like the fact they didn't go Dolby Vision. I did not like that. I knew everything was going to go Dolby Vision. So to me, Samsung's out. They just don't do Dolby Vision. So that's bad. But let's not get it twisted. They're top of the line Q90A or Q9A, wherever it's called this year. Those are great displays. You know, I'm not going to sit here and bash them. So if you're a Samsung fan, you better buy that flagship. Otherwise, you're just getting not great technology. And so, but I'm an OLED guy. That's kind of why I don't want to kill Samsung. I just want to say the only one you can buy is their flagship. I'm an OLED guy, and I'm never going back, especially with a C1 that puts out over 800 nits. I mean, it's incredible. But again, I believe the Sony TVs are gorgeous and beautiful and whatever, and they will do nothing but get better over time, just like the LG OLEDs and the more firmware updates they put out and whatnot. But Sony's firmware update track is so horrible right now, I just can't trust them. Won't do it. So that alone means Sony's out for me. I'm only looking at LG right now. Well, there's another one, and I'll get to that. I'm looking at LG OLED. And they're just not giving you great pricing on it. So some of those great deals, they're just really deceiving, and they're panels that I wouldn't buy with your money. So that's that. I think the advantage here, though, as I said earlier, is having that amount of time to bring the panel back, making sure it's not defective. So that's why I would pretty much go LG right now. As well, I want to kind of wrap this up. I don't want to spend too long on this, but my feeling is you must. Okay, you must. Let me reword this. My feeling is I am not going to spend anything under $1,800 on a display. I know that I need to spend at least that much to have some kind of quality that I'm going to appreciate. And if I'm spending $800, close to $2K on a display, then I'm going to spend another $410 and learn how to calibrate that display myself. I can't drive that home enough. I don't care what display you run out here and buy. It needs to be calibrated. Great time of year to buy a display. Got plenty of time to take back. You're gonna invest all this money. You might as well calibrate it. It's awesome. Do it. And so there's another buyer that I don't want to poo-poo people out here that want to say, I don't know, put a display in their 4-year-old son room that just destroyed one, not 2 weeks ago, or maybe they want to put a little TV in the kitchen in the corner that nobody cares about. You don't care about the image quality there. You just want to be able to turn something on and listen to it in the background, or watch it every now and again, whatever. Perfectly acceptable to go in here and buy one of these, $300 TVs, $400 TVs, whatever. I cannot do it. But I will say this. Below $1,800, there's only one display I would buy. Let's see. And I would either buy the 5 Series or the 6 Series. That's the TCL, man. Vizio, M Series, great TV. Vizio's not bad, man. But their colors historically are too oversaturated for me. And I've known lots of people with Vizios. I've owned one myself. They do really have a shelf life. And it's somewhere around 7 years. I don't think that's a myth. I think that's a real thing. TCL, though, let's see, 55-inch 6 Series right now, $699.99. I think that's a steal, dude. I'm grabbing it all day long. Yeah. So if I'm spending under $1,800, y'all, I gotta go with the 5 Series or 6 Series, and preferably 6 Series because you want that Dolby Atmos, you want that Dolby Vision. But I just want to wrap this up and be aware, or make anyone aware of my perspective. Gosh dang, I'm dancing a lot this evening because I don't want to tell anybody what to do. And I hate trying to give advice. I just want to give my perspective, and that is that you got to spend over 18. It's the pitfalls, it's the traps in there. Hey, you can save $1,000 on this TV. Well, hey, that 4,000 TV is only three. This is not yesteryear. This is not a decade ago. This is not 06, 09. This is not 2015 when you could do that at Best Buy. So forget that. Those don't apply anymore. Where are we at here? Wow, this has been very long. So I'm just going to shut it down now. But hey, that's how I feel about it. I'm real passionate about the Black Friday buy thing. Oh, let me put one more thing in there. Talk about LG C1 and CX. Normally, I wait till this time of year to buy the previous model year. But the last 2 years, they've been the exact same price. So if I'm going out here wondering if I should buy a CX or a C1, it's a C1 for me all day long because I want that Evo panel. And the more I work with the user menu settings, I love them. And I love the shortcuts that you can edit in and out a lot more than the C10, actually. So game optimizer, whatever. But that 4K 120 is awesome. All that stuff. But for me, the user menu is really awesome. I'm getting that C1. They're the same price. So that should hopefully squash that discussion. C1 or C10. Okay. So this is the part where I would greatly encourage any questions or comments, good, bad, or different, to go down below because I think they only help the community and they only help us to get smarter, and that's always a good thing. So I'm going to wrap a large size bow on this now. Oh, better grab my clicker. Wrap a large size bow on this, and yeah, okay, I'm done. Wrap a large size bow on this guy and say, as always, thank you for listening. Be good. Be safe. Boom. Boom. Boom.